All right, you guys. Hello, everyone. And this is definitely an impromptu live stream. Reason I'm coming on is for main reason is to give you guys an update with Dixie because a lot of you know that she's been very, very sick and everything, and she's getting weaker. She's getting to where, hi, Natalie. To where she walks slower and she limps around and she purrs. Hi, Cody. But she barely purrs. Like today, I've noticed she's starting to lose her purr. She's getting to where she doesn't purr very much. And when she does purr, you barely can feel it. You barely can hear it. Like today, when she was curled up on me, she was trying so hard to purr for me and she couldn't do it because she was doing the breathing motions of purring, but it wasn't coming out. So I know that she's starting to lose her purr, and it's not because she wants to, it's just part of the signs of her getting weaker and sicker. And at the moment, you're going to hear my neighbors revving up a vehicle, unfortunately, outside. I'm sorry about that. Um, but anyway, she still eats, she still drinks, and I put tuna water down or anything like that for her, and she drinks the whole entire thing, and things like that. Hi, Dixie. Oh, 40 and broke. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. So I wanted to come in and explain to you how she is and the situation, and that, yeah, she is getting weaker slowly. She's slowing down. She has a hard time navigating the steps, but she can get up and down off the bed with no problem still. She is very good at getting around in that respect. So, yeah, so I can't sit here and say it's time to put her down. Her meow is extremely strong, so she can meow. Hi, Herman the Great. How are you? I'm so glad to see you guys. Guys, oh my gosh, thanks for coming in, guys. And if you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I also want to show you real quick and see if I can get Dixie to move around for you so you can see what I'm saying. Um, Here's the thing, the fine line on this, there's some fine lines on it, and that's the reason I have not put her down yet. I am having anxiety about it. And I'm not having anxiety because of watching her deteriorate. At first it was. Now I've come to terms with, I know I'm going to eventually be putting her down, probably this week sometime. But what is making me have anxiety right now is I have people, I just got a well meant phone call from my father in law. I have people in my ear and me and my husband's ear telling us we need to put her down. You don't put a cat down just because they're sick. Just like you don't put a human down when they find out. Are we done yet? Sorry, I'm yelling at my neighbors. I think they finally left. Thank goodness. So you don't put an animal down just like you don't put a human on a morphine drip to put them out of their misery until that they finally die, until they're not enjoying their life at all, right? So it's the same you're going to do with your pet. And right now, Dixie is almost gotten to where she's lost her purr. She doesn't need anymore, but she still has a very strong meow. She still can jump up and down off the bed. So let me see if I can get her to move for you guys. Hi, thank you. I appreciate this. And then I'm going to talk to you guys. After I show this to you, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to know when your pet is at the end of its life, why it's hard to make the decision like I'm getting ready to make, and to know when the right time is, and also to know when the right time is for you. What may be right for me may not be right for you. So we're going to talk about it together. So hold on. Dixie. Hi, girl. Can you guys see her? I don't know, I barely can see her on the bed. Hey, girlie. Come here. Come on. Come to mommy. Come here, Dixie. Are you in the mood? Are you looking at me? Are you ready for kitties? Careful kitties? Do you want nuzzles? Do you want to drink from the fountain? Do you want to drink at the bathroom sink? Yeah. Do you want to drink at the bathroom sink? There you go. Can you meow again so people can hear you? Yeah. Come on. Come on, girlie. Come on. You know what this means. You know mommy wants to pet you. Come on. I'm trying to get her to move for you guys. Now watch. Watch how she moves. Come on, girl. This will let you know why I'm not ready to put her down. Come on. Come here, girlie. It's my girl. Oh yeah. I hear that meow. You've always had a very soft meow, haven't you? Even when you were a kitten, I couldn't even hear you be on the other side of the door. Come on. Let's go. You know how mommy likes you to get down. Come on. Come on. Dixie, come on. Come on, girl. Come on, baby. Come on. Come see me. Come see me. Come see mommy. You know you want mommy. You know you do. You know you can do this. Of course, when the camera's on you, you're not going to do it. Yeah. Come here. Come here. Oh, what are you doing? What? What? Yeah. And oh, I heard a purr meow. Did I hear a purr meow? Did I just hear a purr meow? Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. You don't want to get down? Are you being stubborn? Oh, I know what. I'll get you down. Come here. Come on. Do you want it? Dixie. Dixie. Look. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good girl. Come on. Yeah, this is my baby. That's my baby. Come on. Right here. There you go, sweetheart. All right. Now, for those of you who are telling me it's time to put her down, after hearing her meow, after seeing how she jumped off of that bed, do you think it's time to put her down? No, it's not. She's loving those treats. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kid Savage. How's it going? Hey, Brainstorm. So here's the thing. Now that you've seen and understand this, now you've seen how well she's moving around. I hope you guys were able to hear her meow. Her meow was still very strong. In fact, she did a purr meow for me, and I don't know if you heard it. Um, but anyway, as you can see, she still gets up and down that bed pretty good, right? And she still walks pretty good, even though she walks slower and with a slight limp. She still does well. She still meows loud. So you can see she is not ready to go yet. So agreed. You don't plan on putting an animal down, Cody. That's right. Exactly. It's got to be because they are simply not able to do anything anymore. That's the only reason you put an animal down. Um, so, anyway, so I wanted you guys to see that. So, here's my thing. If I went today and took my cat to the vet because I have several people in my ear because she's peeing blood, because she's pooping blood, because she's limping, because she's walking slower. And I go to them and I say, I'm putting her down because everybody says I should put her down because, oh, she's limping and she's peeing and pooing blood. But she still eats, she still drinks, she still has a very strong meower, and she still jumps up and down off of the furniture without any help. What is that vet going to do? They're going to look at me and say, so you're putting your cat down because it's an old cat. And then I go, just so you know, you go to apply for another cat. When you go to the animal shelter, to a rescue place, to get a pet, you have to fill out an application. Part of the application, you have to tell them where you go to take your cats for vet care. So if you've had pets before, where do you take them for vet care? What do you think they're going to do if they call to approve my application, my husband and I's application, and the vet says, yeah, they just recently put a cat down, but it still had a strong meower. It got up and down off the furniture just fine. They just put it down because it was old. My application would be rejected. I would not be able to get another pet. Why? Because I did it for selfish reasons. I didn't do it because I loved my animal. Okay? I didn't do it because it had no quality of life. And so you don't do that. You wouldn't do that with a human being either. Correct? So people, the anxiety I'm feeling is because people are in my ear telling me it's time for me to let her go. When, as you could see, she was doing just fine. It is not time to let her go. So people need to leave me and my husband alone and let us make that decision. When it's time for her to go, well, no. Signs of dying is they stop eating, they stop drinking, they have incontinence, they cannot get up and down steps, they cannot jump up and down off of furniture, they can't get in or out of their litter boxes, they have trouble breathing, they're not able to breathe well, they can't get up and down and move around freely. Those are all signs of the end of life. And as you can see, she's not quite there. She's still breathing, still moving around, still meowing loud. So she's not ready. So just quickly, I wanted to share that with you. That's how you know when it's time to let your baby go. Okay. That's when you know it's time to say goodbye. That's when they're at that point. By the way, you like my mug? I don't know if you guys can see it. It says, adopt and don't shop. Dixie Cuddles Fitness YouTube. This is actually in my merch store. And it's a picture of my babies. But anyway. No. Cody, I think I seen it. You said don't put your animals down ever. And I agree with you totally on that, Cody. You don't put your animals down ever. I agree with you not to do that. I've had pets over time and we've had to do it. But let me explain to you when it happened and why it happened. This is the only time I agree that it's time to put an animal down. And that is when they get to the point where they're not enjoying their life. My mom had a cat that we rescued. I helped her rescue her. And hi, Brainstorm Challenges. I don't know if I said hi to you. I know I said hi to Kid Savage. I hope, by the way, how is everybody doing tonight? Well, off topic. I didn't even ask how everyone was. Hi, Max. How's it going? I hope all of you are doing well tonight. I really do. But here's the thing that I wanted to say to you guys, and is my mom had a cat. She literally had the cold is killing you. I'm so sorry. You're what? Max is watching football. Cody, you're right. You're right. The heartbeat stops beating, the brain stops functioning, and they're dead. I agree with you. 100% agree with you on that. You know, so it's kind of a controversial subject that I'm on tonight. I know that. So, I'm glad you're doing good, Cody. But the reason my mom had to put Sassy down was she couldn't get up anymore. She literally could not stand. She could tell she wanted a drink. She had to bring the water to her, physically pick her up and carry her and set her in front of the water dish, push the water dish to her so she could get a drink. She physically had to pick her up and carry her and sit her in front of the food dish so she could get food. She physically had to pick her up and sit her inside the litter box. And then my mom said the last straw for her was she wanted to be wherever she was. So she was picking her up and carrying her around the house. She had to go to the bathroom and pee. So she picked her up, sat her in front of the bathroom door, and peed. When she went to go pee, she said Sassy could just do this. She couldn't move any part of her body. She just lifted her head up, turn, turn. That's all she could do anymore. When I got there to help her take Sassy to the vet to have her put down or euthanized, she was almost dead. She wasn't breathing. Her breathing was so shallow you didn't even know she was breathing at all. And the reason her and a few others were in my ear about going ahead and putting Dixie down now is they don't want me to see her get to that point, to where she's not able to do anything at all, because it's very heartbreaking. She did that with Sassy. She also did that with my dog, Lucky, because when I moved into a single wide trailer and he was used to a huge yard. So I did not take my dog with me. My mom kept my dog until he passed away. And he was a big black lab. And she got to where he couldn't, and the same thing happened to him. She had to pick him up and carry him outside to the bathroom. She had to pick him up and carry him to his water dish. She had to pick him up and carry him to his food dish. Now, this is a big black lab. My mom's carrying around a 50-pound dog because he no longer could move. So then again, she chose to have him euthanized. And that's the only reasons that you euthanize a pet, is because it's not enjoying a quality of life. It's not able to get around itself. A veterinarian will tell you that until an animal is at the point where it cannot move and no longer move it anymore, that you should not put them down. That's what a veterinarian is going to tell you. Otherwise, you should be giving them medicines and doing whatever you can to keep them comfortable. If they're at the point where they are almost like paralysis, where they can't move on their own and you have to pick them up and carry them everywhere, then it's time to say goodbye. So that's when you say goodbye. That's when you euthanize them. And so there's that fine line. And I will not put her down. I'll try not to put her down till that point. But my mom told me she doesn't want me to let Dixie get to that point, because she says that she to this day regrets on letting her get that bad and watching her suffer like that. So she doesn't want me to make Dixie go through that same thing. But as you can see, she's not quite there yet. Dallas Cowboys in Tampa Bay. Okay, Max, which do you like better? And the Dallas Cowboys or Tampa Bay? Who are you rooting for tonight? By the way, everyone, thanks for the likes and thanks for coming in, even if it's just been a couple of minutes. But I just wanted to come on and give you an update on my cat, how she's doing. I am working on a memorial video for her. I do know she will be gone probably by the end of this month. And because I know she's getting weaker, a little weaker every day. She's making subtle changes every day that's letting Bryn and I know that she's getting closer to her time. But I want you guys to know I'm not going to put her down until she's unable to do what you just seen her do. And anybody who's trying to encourage me to do that before then, stop. Yes, I'm going to have anxiety. And the reason why, okay, hold on. Sorry, I was answering somebody. But anyway, so here's the thing that I wanted to say is that I won't put her down until she gets close to that point where she's like that. I know that it will be probably in a month, and we have been working on a memorial video for her because of that reason. And I know that it's coming. Yeah, I agree, Cody. And I am doing everything I can to keep her alive and keep her comfortable. I agree with you. That's exactly what I'm doing for her. And here's the reason. People don't understand this. I have anxiety issues. I've talked to this and talked to you guys about this and had blogs on it before. Dixie is more to me than just my best friend. Your pet becomes like your fur child. Your becomes like a child to you. Your pet can also become like your best friend to you. Okay. But here's something you don't understand about Dixie, and this is why I'm going to have a hard time letting go and have the anxiety a little bit about watching her decline. Is it sounds horrible, like I've depended on her in a way, but you know, if you have, let's put it this way, you have somebody who's blind. What then they have a seeing eye dog that helps them see where they're going, correct? If you have a deaf person that has trouble with hearing, you have a dog, a service dog that helps them with hearing and knowing, like when people are at the door and they give certain signals to their owner, or when the phone's ringing, they pick up the phone and take it to them, things like that, you know, or you have a person who is prone to seizures, and so they have a service dog that knows exactly what to do when they're having a seizure, and they'll put their you've seen the videos, and they'll literally lay down next to their owner and put their head underneath their owner's head to keep their owner's head protected while they're having a seizure. Dixie has been the type that when I have an anxiety attack, she knows I'm having one. In fact, she knows before I have the attack. When I was having them really, really bad attacks, panic attacks, I would have her sleep with me because she knew how to calm me down. She knew what to do. My husband couldn't handle helping me through them, so Dixie helped me through them. Dixie helped me through some of my darkest periods and through my hardest anxiety attacks. I would have attacks where I would shake, and she would literally lay her legs, her paws. She would get on me, literally, like my legs would start shaking, and she would get on my chest here, and she would just put her paws down and press them on my legs like this, as hard as she could to make my legs stop shaking. Or she would lay across my legs, her whole body across my legs until I stopped shaking, until my anxiety attack stopped. She knew when I was having problems breathing from an anxiety attack. She knew when my heart was starting to race. She knew it was coming on before I did. She would go from the foot of my bed and could not get up to me fast enough and would be in my face, headbutting me, meowing, cheek rubbing me, everything she could do to kind of comfort me and get my mind off of my anxiety attack. Now, you tell me that this cat is not connected to me and not in tune with me. And you tell me that I'm going to find another cat like that. You know how hard it's going to be to find another animal that'll be that in tune to me. So, yes, this is very, very hard for me. But, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know how she was, and to let you know what was going on and everything, because it's been a rough go for me. But I know that it's getting closer to time to saying goodbye. But as you can see, she's moving around well, so it's not quite there yet. Um, but when it's time, it's time. So I got her to come out for a minute, which was good. Dixie, what are you doing, sweet princess? She's laying back down, but if she wasn't, then I would show you one more thing with her. But you guys got to see her. You got to see how mobile she still is. And now you understand where I'm coming from. I hope that anybody who watches this understands where I'm coming from now and why it's not time to put her down, and you're throwing me into really bad anxiety because I'm not going to be that person that puts her down too soon. And I'm not going to be that person that when I go and fill out an application to get a new cat, that I get rejected because I put her down just because she was of old age. They do watch those things closely when you go to these non-kill animal shelters, and there is a reason for that. They want to make sure that when you adopt a cat or a dog, that you're adopting them for life, that they will be like your family. They will stay with your family until their very last breath, because that's the kind of people they're wanting to adopt these animals out to. And I want to make sure that they see when they call my vet, they see that that's the type of person that I am. And so, and I'm making sure that I'm there for Dixie. I told you how she's been there for me in my darkest moments. It's my turn to be there for her now. So, anyway, now you know kind of the signs of death, the signs of watching when they're getting weaker and knowing that they're getting close to death. You also know how Dixie is doing, and that, we probably will still be a little bit before we put her down. But when she decides to go down, she can go down really fast. I mean, she went from being super mobile and no blood in her pee and poo, and then all of a sudden, just overnight, she had blood and pee in her poo. And I took her to the vet, and they ran all the tests. She came back negative for heart failure, negative for kidney failure, negative for for diabetes, and negative for thyroidism. My vet was so frustrated. She says, I want to give you answers. That's what you came to me for. And she says, I can't give them to you. I can put her on this antibiotic. If she continues to keep bleeding, then it's some type of cancer. And she's still bleeding. So, and she stops maybe for a day or two. And then when she stops, like right now, she stopped. But I guarantee you when she starts up again, it's going to be really, really bad, because it's like her body's making up for not bleeding the day before. So, I know that she's going to take another drop. And so she's just overnight got to where she still had a hard time navigating the basement steps to where I keep her upstairs with me all the time. She just overnight started limping and walking slower. But as you could see, she still can get up and down from the bed, and she still has a strong meower, so she still gets around. She's not quite there. So it'll probably be overnight that I'll be carrying her to her food and her drink and her litter box. And when that comes, you'll see me coming on, or you will see a video coming on, for a memorial to her in honor of Dixie, because she passed. So that may be the next time you hear anything about her. So I just wanted you guys to know how she's doing. I know, Savvy. I'm pretty sad right now. And now you guys know where I'm coming from. You know how she's doing. You know where I'm coming from. And I'm going to be with her until she takes her last breath. I don't care. If it does cause me some anxiety along the way, because I'm having a hard time watching someone who's been there for me decline and die. I have right to have a little stress and anxiety over that. Wouldn't you think so? Because wouldn't you? And so, anyways, thank you for joining me tonight, and everyone who came in and said hello. Have a good night. Cody, you agree with me. So, I mean, it's hard, but I'm getting through it the best that I can. And I'll be there for her the best that I can. And that's all I can do. So with that, I'm signing off. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you for joining me and allowing me to update you on how she's doing, because I know some of you know the situation. So I wanted to keep you posted. After all, my channel is named after her. So have a wonderful night. Whatever you do, keep moving, keep eating healthy. Don't ever give up. Check me out. I hate going through this list. Check me out on my TikTok as Dixie Cuddles Fitness, my Twitter as Dixie Cuddles, my Facebook as Dixie's Warriors parenthesis Dixie Cuddles Fitness, and my Instagram is DixieCuddles_fitness if you want to check me out. If this is your first time viewing my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. I do all kinds of workouts and food things, and yes, I do cat videos too because I like to share my babies. So my channel's for you. Then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Like, comment, share. Have a wonderful night. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining me.